Hello, this is Sandra Brown of Happiness Past 60. And I just got back from getting that HIDA test, the HIDA, where they're testing my gallbladder and my liver and all the surrounding things. And before, I knew I was going to go, and I couldn't make up my mind, would I do it or wouldn't I do it? But I had what appeared to be a gallbladder. Had problems with it for, I don't know, 2 weeks, something like that, with the pain under the breast and going in the right side and going in my back. But then I had one really bad attack. So my doctor wants me to go in for the HIDA because I have the scan. I got the scan, and it showed no stones at all. But I guess that's not as an extensive test as the HIDA is. But I kept thinking, what is the HIDA test? So I looked it up on YouTube. The problem is, sometimes when you look things up on YouTube, it's outdated. It's not that it's a bad video, it's just outdated. And I was a little upset about going. I almost didn't go because of the things that I was reading on YouTube. But I want you to know it was nothing like that. Well, some of it, none of the bad stuff. It really wasn't. When I looked it up, it said that, I guess, what the HIDA test does is it activates your gallbladder like it would do if you ate a big fatty meal. Because when you eat a big fatty meal, now, this is layman terms, okay? I'm talking to you about this. But when you eat a big fatty meal, the gallbladder squirts out bile, which breaks up the fat in the food you just ate. Very much like if you've seen something that had grease in it, and you took some Dawn dish detergent and you squeezed it in there, it kind of breaks up all the fat. That's what that bile does. It aids in your digestion. But it's basically used for when you eat a lot of fat at one time. Because I think there's something that digests your food in the rest of the tract. Maybe it's bile, I don't know. But this is that like extra that you need. All right. So from what I was reading, that when you go, I'm not reading, but watching on YouTube, they said that when you go in there, they have you, they have you drink something that's fatty, and it causes your gallbladder to start contracting and squirting out this bile. All right, well, then it said it can cause cramping and nausea. And then someone I talked to who had it done years ago said that she had diarrhea real bad. And then they were saying that the test is up to 4 hours long. I was like, not only is it long, you got to lay there, then I might get sick of my stomach, and I might be cramping or have diarrhea, or all at one time. You're thinking of all this stuff. And then I thought, I don't know if I want to do this. But finally, through persuasion, I did it. I went today and I had it done. And you know what? It wasn't bad at all. It really wasn't bad at all. So I'll tell you exactly, if you're going to have it done, don't let it worry you. It was nothing except timely. It ended up being 2 hours. That's how long it took. So that was a long wait for my husband. But since they know it's going to be 2 hours, if they want to, go do a little run around in the area, they can do that. But, or bring a good book and have their phone, pass a little time in there. So I ended up getting up at 4 a.m. because I had to leave about 6:30. No, yeah, 6, about 6 o'clock, because I was supposed to be there half an hour early. But when I got up, I happened to find the message on my phone from them where you could register online. So I'm glad I was up early because I did that. I registered online. And actually the test was supposed to start at 7, the scan at 7 a.m. Okay, so you can't have any food or water after midnight, the night before. And I didn't know about the water. I thought you're just not supposed to drink other stuff, but you could drink water because usually you can for tests. But it's terrible that I don't drink water. I'm going to really try to do that. But it was good because I wasn't drinking any water. But at about 4 o'clock this morning, or 4:15, I did take my heart pill and my blood pressure pill with some water. Drink about that much out of a bottle. But she's questioned me when I came in there. Did you eat anything or drink anything? I go, well, I had a little bit of water because I took and she goes, oh, how much? And I told her how much. She says, well, and I told her what time it was. And she says, well, that should be okay. But don't do that. Okay, so let's see what else. Now, when we first got there, I still had to do a small registration on a computer, a little bit, not much, not a whole lot of stuff to fill out or anything. So I'm glad I did it online. It ended up, now I had to pay because this is you were starting again with the new year with your Medicare and my insurance. I had to pay $225. That's a lot. I don't know if we'll get any of that back or how that's going to go. All right. Oh, nobody can go in with you. So your husband or wife will have to stay in the waiting room. I thought I'd have to wear a gown. Wouldn't you think you do? No. Guess what? I was thinking one of the reasons I didn't want to wear the gown, I thought I'm going to be cold because if it's going to be 2 hours thinking, I'm going to be freezing in there. It doesn't seem to bother any of them because they're all running around and they're young. But I'm old and just laying there. I get cold. And I just woke up cold. It was in the 50s today, but it just was windy and felt damp and cold. Okay. So I found out I kept everything on just like I came in. As a matter of fact, in the second half of it, I wore my coat. I can't believe it. And they put a heated blanket over me too. It still was cold. I don't know why, I was just cold. So that's good to know. Us ladies, we just like, I don't want to take all this stuff and put this gown on. And I don't want to be cold. All right, let's see what else. Okay, now, then they gave me an injection with radiation into my left arm. That kind of hurt, kind of stung, but didn't last long. And I thought all the time I was laying there that I had a needle in me. But she just had a real tight bandage on, and the needle was gone. I guess I wasn't looking. I didn't want to watch while she was doing that. Okay, let's see. Oh, they put a pillow under your knees. And if you want a second pillow, they'll give you that. I'm just talking about where I was at. I was in Cumberland Medical Center in Crossville, Tennessee. They give you a pillow for your head. And you can kind of double it up if you want to. Heated blanket. So now they were screening to see my liver, gallbladder, and intestines. I wrote everything down. I don't want to miss anything. And there, she pulled a little screen down so that when you're laying there, you can look at the screen and see the time progression. It's a green line. You know, it's a green line. It goes all the way across. And it even tells at the end how much time you have left. And there's faint, soft music and some birds singing once in a while. You have to have your hands and arms to your side. And now this might bother some of you. It really didn't bother me, but they brought a strap across my chest and arms so that if you're laying there for an hour and you fall asleep, or even if you don't fall asleep, your arms don't fall off of this, because it's kind of a narrow table, so your arms don't fall off. So I kind of like that. And then that had a heated blanket over it, so you don't sit and dwell on, I'm tied down on the table. Don't think like that. Yeah. Okay. And so the table then rolls under I'll pretend this is it. It's a big kind of camera thing. And I think it was up to here on me, maybe. Something like that. And no, sides are totally open. And this just stays like that. Then they walk away. They're in the other room. I mean, if you holler for them, they're there. But I thought, sure, laying there, that I would, I'm trying to see what I wrote down here. Yeah. I thought while I'm laying there, I'm going to get an itchy nose or something. But I didn't. And actually, I laid there for an hour, and I might have started a little bit to go to sleep. I didn't totally go to sleep. After the hour was up, then she comes over and she says, okay, you can get up now, and if you need to use the restroom. And then she gave, it was no fatty stuff you had to drink. It was Ensure, a bottle of vanilla Ensure, small. And she shakes it up and gives it to you. You drink it. Then you go back on the table with the same procedure again. Only now they're watching it digest and seeing how your gallbladder acts and your digestive tract acts, I guess. So actually, that was it. 2 hours. The worst part of it is just that it's 2 hours. But once you know it's 2 hours, and if you get up real early, you're kind of tired anyhow, so it's not bad. And I kept thinking about my husband, Bill, that he was sitting up in a chair for 2 hours. At least I was laying down for those 2 hours. So if you have to go in for the HIDA test, don't be afraid. Don't even let it concern. It was nothing at all. So I hope that helps you out, because sometimes we avoid tests just because. And I like looking for stuff on YouTube. I've learned a lot, but some of the medical things are older. And I looked for I couldn't find a date on that one, the last one I looked at. But things change pretty quickly in the medical field. So, and the date right now is, this is February 8th of 2024. In case 10 years from now, I could be dead. I'll be 91 10 years from now, and this video might still be here, and it'll be very outdated. So, and I might be in heaven. I don't know. I know I'll be in heaven. I know that, but I don't know if I'll be dead or alive. I hope you enjoyed this. So, please subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Like and make a comment. Let me know if you've ever had that test, and if you had it in the past and it's different now than what I'm telling you. Or if you are possibly going to get it, or you had it recently. Okay, folks. Love all of you. Bye.